Hello, welcome to Cushy TV. We're talking Jake Paul. I'm Mike Tyson. My guest is getting a regular on the show now, Jack, the cookie kid, yes. Good reason I got Jack on tonight, right? Not only that I enjoy having him on, right? We have a good bit of banter. He's a professional boxer. This boy beat Daniel Dubois. We've got video evidence to talk about that, to prove that, sorry. But I'm an old Asian fighter and I've done a bit as an old man. And I can fit the shoes a bit like I'm Mike Tyson. This boy's the same age as Jake Paul, 27-year-old.
27, yeah.
So let's talk. Should the fight happen? Start with.
I don't think it should happen, regarding of like not because of age, of experience-wise. It could end very badly, or something could happen bad.
You think for the old man or the youngster?
I think it could end bad for the youngster.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you think he can clock him? He's still got the power, yeah.
Yeah, I think Tyson's still got it. The way he's been training.
Oh, he's got some serious power.
He's still got the speed, the head movement, the footwork, all of this.
The last thing, I agree with that. A lot of people are fearing for Mike Tyson. I think the biggest argument is, why does he need to do it? He don't need finances, but why did I need to do it? You know, I made a purse of 11 grand. I give it away to charity. I don't want any boast for that. It's my mate. I help him out. I always try to help him out. But I didn't do it financially. I have a business, but I still wanted to do it. So you could argue, why me?
You love the sport.
Yes, I love the sport and I love the challenge that it brings. My opponent was 40-year-old, the journeyman, so-so. Thought I was a bit better than him when I was younger, probably made an even fight.
Yeah.
And I pulled it out of the bag. But yeah, there's vast difference in age and vast difference in experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how are they going to try and tip that scale from there to there? Because that's the difference in class. I mean, I will say one thing. Do you think Jake Paul deserves to hold a professional boxing licence? Because I think he does. Because, you know, when he boxed Tommy Fury, that was a close fight. I didn't think he'd done a lot wrong there. No. I didn't deny Fury to win, but it was very close. You could have get it even almost, couldn't you?
Yeah, it was.
He stayed on strong, didn't he?
Yeah, he stayed in there. Yeah. He did show to say, look, I can mix in with everyone.
Yeah.
But I still think boxing should just be for boxers only, personally. But YouTubers do bring more money to the table than fighters now these days.
Well, current British heavyweight champion, Fabio Wardy, went no amateur experience, straight into the unlicensed scene. So in that sense, he turned pro, but I don't think Fabio Wardy had as much experience as him. They just recognise the talent. He is a talent. He's a great talent.
Very
but
good talent.
I heard something by Cole Frotch, and I can't totally agree with Cole, but I think he's trying to get a big money fight on him as well.
Trying to get big money fight.
Yeah, because he's dishing him and bad mouthing him and all that. Yeah,
he wants it.
Of course, yeah, why wouldn't you? You know, he's probably got that much money in the bank, which is probably a lot of money. I don't know, good few quid, a couple of million or 1 million, I think. And he probably wants 12 million. Can't blame him. Whatever. I don't want to talk about people's finances, but I know Cole Frotch well enough, or fella. But it's a big difference in having a nice chunk of money to huge amounts of money. You know what I mean? Suddenly the kid's private school and up the road and all that, and it's all a bit easier, you know what I mean? But so I can see where he's coming from, but he just, when you talk saying, you've got to have a reason behind it. I can't agree, and he says, oh, he's not a pro boxer, is this and all this. And the 2-minute rounds were rife back in the day. I mean, he's done 3-minute rounds, but 2-minute rounds were rife. Apprentice pros used to do 4-2s. People used to do 10-2s. Are very exciting. Look at the girls, because you're doing shorter rounds. It does mean more action in there. Still, you know, it's like a sprinter going out to do 100 metres and he gets out of breath after 10 seconds. How's he do that? Because he's gone like a bat out of hell, right? You know what I mean? But back to Mike Tyson. A huge difference. But Jake Paul, I think he deserves to have a novice to medium type of pro licence. I do believe he does now. You know, I think he's some sort of boxer. Not got a boxing background, but he works very hard all day, every day. And I'll give him some credit, to be honest.
He does do a lot of training. He does do funny videos in his camps. Obviously, you've probably seen it.
What's one of the funniest things he does?
He does a load. From before he started boxing, he used to do YouTube channels, doing pranks with his brother. And he started getting into Disney. And then he started doing more YouTube, and then he started getting into the boxing scenes. So he's built up all his money from Disney to YouTube and now into boxing. So he's got.
Yeah, but what's so funny? What does he do funny? That
he
makes
does
people
just
laugh? They call him the problem child.
Yeah, like when
Was he a
young,
runaway or something?
like when he was younger, he used to just do like mad stuff, like with his brother, like jumping off of buildings, like doing some crazy stuff, and like pranks wise and all that.
See, this is the difference in me and Jack. I don't know. I can tell you all about the Iron Mike Tyson stuff. I can't tell you about none of this. But Mike Tyson did say something that related to myself, because I boxed 2000, one and a half years ago. So not the March gone, the one before that, late March. So probably, yeah, about 1.5 years ago. And I was coming up for 52, a couple of months short. And I went out training and I tried to do my 6 days a week. And my body was aching, and I did do my 6 days a week, but I was limping around this. When I say limping around, couldn't do that training because this part of my body was aching too much, because I weren't allowing it to repair. But back in the old days, I'd do my 6 days a week standing on my head. Every single day, train, 1 day off, right? Well, I can do it now, but my body aches.
Yeah.
And you can't train as hard. So Mike Tyson just said he still does it, but he needs more massages. And I'm 52, he's 58. Bear in mind, we're only human beings.
Yeah.
We're doing the same job. Forget about the levels, right? That's actually relevant.
Yeah.
You're still human beings trying to do it. And I pushed my body as hard as I could, and I was aching terribly. And it was for that reason I wouldn't go back in and do it again. And I'm pleased, really, you see a lot of stories and getting it around the head. I feel like quite all right with the game. But I shouldn't be doing it at that age, really. I shouldn't be doing it at 52. Now he's 58 in 4 months. So he's in his 59th year. But who can we tell people, how can we tell some people going at 59 still go and shoot up heroin and take cocaine?
Yeah.
They're still off their, excuse my French, they're still off their fucking nut, aren't they, some people?
Yeah,
You know, mate? So if you tell a man that he shouldn't go and get fit and have a boxing match, who are we to tell him?
No one.
You know what I mean? People do
That's
far more
addiction,
crazy, sillier things.
That's his addiction, though, isn't it? Boxing.
Well, that's his
drug, isn't it?
But my concern for Iron Mike is that he did start losing to fighters that he wouldn't have lost to, obviously. I mean, like good fighters like European and world title contestants like Danny Williams were serious combinationism fighters. Them boys could fight, you probably wouldn't have remembered him, Cookie. But he was a serious fighter. He just fell at the very highest level. But Kevin McBride he lost to, he wouldn't get off his chair against Kevin McBride, and he said, oh, all my fights gone. But I do understand fighters can also have rest, because there's a lot.
Rest is just as important as training.
When these guys ain't trained and they're wore out, rest. It's happened to some of my mates at the highest level. They've told me when they've rested, they're ready to go again. Watch me fight.
It's the best feeling, resting.
But back to what I'm saying, I've seen him with big white beards. We used to have a rice called Uncle Ben's.
Uncle Ben's
and there'd be an old black bloke on it with a white beard. And I've seen Mike Tyson looking like Uncle Ben from the rice box, right? Walking around with a stick and he's in terrible pain. And then smoking gear, like guns, or whatever he calls it, weed or whatever you call it. And I wonder, well, hold on, there's times where he do look like an old man. And Jake Paul's come up from the light heavyweight. He's 16 stone almost, I think, by a pound. And I don't think he's juiced his way up. I think he's trained and bulked his way up.
Himself up and that, and just eating all of carbs and that. And
but you think the danger comes from Tyson hurting Paul? Jake Paul?
Yeah, I think he'll work his way in, like his head movement, like cut him down. I still believe that Mike Tyson can pull it off still, even though...
I believe he can get in there because when you got skills apart, Customato worked up and down the road, he come in, he said, how he does it, then come off the line, as we call it, straight line, he comes off the line, doesn't he? Here you go, mate. And then he catches that little bosh. The last thing you lose is your power.
Loses your power.
Reflexes. I'm an old boy, but I can still knock people out.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
If they stand still and let me hit them.
Yeah, and then you're in trouble.
No, but you can still... He'll still pack a punch.
Yeah, easy.
Maybe not in his devastating best.
No.
We all lose a little bit of shank.
Yeah.
But speed, he looks fast. I obviously lost some speed myself, but I didn't realise I didn't think I lost much.
No, I think you only lose little bits. I don't think you lose everything.
Have much power. You can still carry some power. But stamina, once the stamina, it's going over 8 rounds, isn't he? 8 twos is a lot. But they've got 14-ounce gloves on.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's talking the next. I don't think it's going to be an exhibition.
No, I don't think it'll be an exhibition.
It's not a choreographed result.
I can see this as being an in and out war, toe to toe. Whoever lands that big shot, they're going over, I think.
When Mike Tyson, when Mike Tyson fought the great Roy Jones in an exhibition. That was an enjoyable match. A lot of people said it was choreographed and it was an exhibition.
I think some exhibitions are quite good.
But they were beautiful boxing skills, weren't they? Nice to watch. Skills. But if this one is billed as the biggest thing in the world, and it becomes a tap around draw, not a full out draw, then the public can't continue to support and buy into that. Because if you say that Mike Tyson's, we'll always watch him. You say Mike Tyson's having an exhibition with somebody at the road, you still go and watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people are intrigued to see how somebody old can still do it. Can they still turn the clock back and do a little bit? That's the intriguement. That's why I sold my little show out. And I could have doubled it. I want to see if an old boy can still get around.
Still got it.
No, I mean, still can do a little bit. And that's the intriguement, right? But the danger is, I don't think he's calling it 14-ounce gloves. Forget about the 14-ounce gloves. Trust me, I fought with no gloves. I've sparred with 16 ounces. I've sparred with 14s, and I've done 8s. I've even sparred with pad gloves. People get knocked spark out cold with 16-ounce gloves every single day of the week around some part of the country.
Yeah.
Out cold with 16s on. Yeah. And our heavyweight champion AJ been knocked out on numerous occasions against other sparrers with 16s. So don't worry about 14-ounce gloves. If Tyson lays one on him, Jake Paul's going to struggle to take his
feel it, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, and he's a fit young man, and trust me, the conditioning is not like hitting a drunk up. The conditioning is key, and this young man is very, very fit and strong, and I don't think he's too bad. He is a novice, but I think he's a decent fighter with a decent art. But he's never faced somebody, when you think about Mike Tyson hitting the undisputed heavyweight king, Michael Spinks and all them fighters, and when he hit them and dropped them with ease, you know, and then, you know, when he, an aging Larry Holmes, when he hurt Larry Holmes, great chin, all these fighters, you hit them men who get hit all day, every day, one of the best heavyweights in practice. Oh mate, if he hits you, Jake Paul, bruv, you're going to be in trouble. But the bookies make Jake Paul favourite.
But yeah, I see that the odds are on Jake Paul at the moment, but we'll wait till 2 days before the fight, see if the odds change.
I'm Mike in the problem child. I'm wondering, when you go back to problem child, you imagine Mike Tyson is a problem child against his problem child, right?
They're two different styles, right?
He's probably like poking his fingers up with a camera or something, or nick somebody's skateboard or something stupid. That was his wild child. Mike Tyson had a gun to his head from Kevin Rooney when he was a wild child. Did you hear about that one?
No.
Yeah.
I don't have a gun at him.
Yeah, he tries to interact with
a,
with a girl, yeah. Custamato, the legendary trainer who took him under his wing, who he treated like mum and dad, right, cussing his wife, and he being a red-blooded young male, he sees some pretty girl in the camp, and Kevin's looking out for her, some description. Don't think it's quite his family, it could be his niece, but he's looking out for her, and Mike's putting his weight. He wants, he wants to have his knees muscle, right, as a youngster. So Kevin says, "Oi, you might be able to knock people out in the ring, but I'll put one straight in your nut." Yeah, different type of wild child. Yeah. So even Mike had to say, well, as far as his head movement is, he can't outrun the bullet. So I think the camps went up. Kevin went his way. Mike stayed in with his little smirk, gap in his teeth, right? He had his little smirk. He was eating Cuss's ice cream, heavyweight champion in the world, the youngest ever heavyweight. Yeah. And so different types of wild. When they were kids, one's bred into him, and it's not say bred into him. It's that upbringing. His mother was a prostitute. His father was tough from the ghettos. He used to get mugged early, then he became a mugger, and they just couldn't stop him.
And that off in the ring.
Yeah, and at and at 14 or something, they said, was this quite famous story, and they said to one Mike, you've got to take him up the road into this sort of approved school, because he's a bit wild, and he keeps whacking everybody, and he said to this 28-year-old Golden Gloves champion, he said, look out for this kid. So the 28-year-old, he's only 13, he said, but he's a bit of a bully, he keeps laying on people. He said, take him in the ring, he said, and show him
the governor.
Show him who the governor is and learn him a bit. And the 28-year-old said, I had the better of him, but only just. He said, I couldn't believe this 13-year-old's nearly giving me as good as I could get. He said, no, I can box. I'm a light heavyweight Golden Gloves champion. So straight away then, went to Cuss and went, take him under your wing, this bloke, because this could be, and Cuss straight away said, what do you think? If he wants it, he'll be the heavyweight champion of the world. And he wanted it.
And he did.
So we're talking about this great, devastating, baddest man on the earth taking on a wild child who's a YouTuber. So that's sort of weights are like this, yeah. But the other one, then he's got 31 years. Yeah. He's junior. He's got physical prime. Arguably, your life at 27, you're about physical 30, yeah. 27, 28, 30. You ain't gonna get any better than that. And the other man, well, as I say, looking like Uncle Ben's rice box sometimes.
Uncle Ben's.
Yeah, but off the rice box with a beard and a stick. Yeah. So I don't know. Who do you want to win?
I want Mike Tyson to win, because if he loses, then there should be a big show up of, YouTubers can be boxers and all that.
Yeah. So you're a boxing purist.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I'd like to see Mike Tyson win. But I find it more disappointing if he lost.
Yeah.
It's not so much I really want him to win. I just don't want him to lose. That makes sense.
No, that's e-sport, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? It's like, because we want the oldies to go out there. So I told you the old, the new era, the new this, that. I bet men, the stronger men, the bigger and stronger now. Now hold on, the old brigade could do it, mate. Don't you worry. But it would give, if he could beat somebody like Jake Paul, what sort of message would that give to Tommy Fury? So you sort of just beat Jake Paul, but you want to be like the champion of the world, like your brother. This bloke goes out there and obliterates him and he's on a walking stick.
Walking stick with Uncle Ben.
Yeah, exactly. So we ain't got long to go, have we? Now just over a couple of weeks. So 15th. Prediction:
Mike Tyson stoppage. Come on, the Tyson.
Prediction. It's going to be, and it's easy for me to see, I can't see it any other way. Assuming it's a straight fight, not choreographed or a draw and a rematch, assuming it's a straight fight. The bookies don't often get it wrong, they fancy Paul. It can't only be a 1 or 2 round knockout for Mike Tyson.
I think it'll
be a late stoppage for Paul. Paul will come on strong as the old man's weakening. If at all, but it's going to be the thing is, the $1 million question is what we all want to tune in and watch. How much has the old man gone back? You know what I mean? He's tried hard for his 20 million, or trained hard, or has he trained hard? I can say anything I like for £20 million, can't I?
Exactly.
Has he put the work in? Can he put the work in?
I think
we can all do the pad works. I say to people, I do a bit of pad work sometimes. Pads don't hit your back. Of course they don't. But my hands are still moving 100 miles an hour. Mike Tyson's still moving 100 miles an hour. Put an head in the way. They're going to get hit at 100 miles an hour,
exactly. Pads don't hit back.
No, they don't hit back, but you still, but if the blokes' hands can go at 40 miles an hour, for example, this bloke can go 100, they're still capable of going 100 miles an hour, aren't they?
Still going to land.
So they can still go. All right, you've got to have the head movement to move, make him miss, but Mike Tyson's still looking serious on the pads, brother.
He's looking fast, he's scared.
Well, if you go in the pads, for example, and say, what's your fastest you can do? Oh, hold on, I don't need to. Boom, boom, yeah, 100 miles an hour. Hold on, if you can do it in the pad, you can do it in your nose.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
He scares me sometimes, Mike Tyson, I'll be honest.
That's the scariest man on the planet, Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm going to go, but that's sitting on the fence. 2 round early knockout, Mike for Paul. Sorry, Tyson. Late stoppage, Paul. That's sitting on the fence. I ain't really give a convicted answer.
No. You go with 50-50.
Well, it is a 50-50. I don't know which way to go.
Well, if you look at it on paper.
I just don't know. It could be so wrong so easy.
It's boxing, isn't it? One line can just...
I mean, normally you go with the bookmaker's favourite, wouldn't you? Jake Paul. He has got everything going for him, and he's 27. He trains every day. He's getting younger, stronger. Yeah. I think what's going to happen, Jake Paul's going to win on points or late stoppage. I'm going Jake Paul. But I do want to see a line. I want to see a line Mike land, knock out a youngster, but he comes down nice and safely, obviously. That's what we want. Safety from both first. Well, give us a punch. Which one do you think I Mike's going to hit him with?
Left hook.
No way, bro. It's got to be a right uppercut. He's trademark.
Left hook,
You would go jab, jab, get in close. Jake Paul would try and grapple and hold, and all of a sudden he'll wallop. Right uppercut. You should see that Barnett, that front Barnett going back.
He's gone Barnett.
And then he'll follow up with the left hook.
Left hook and the uppercut.
So it's going to be a right uppercut followed by left hook if he knocks him out. If not, it's going to be Jake Paul.
Yeah.
The problem child, not having the respect for a man he should arguably out over the road.
Yeah.
Trying to beat him up. But the thing is, when you go in there, you can't give age. If I had a fight with somebody now, I can't say, hold on mate, I'm 52, I feel sorry for myself, don't beat me up. You fight a 21-year-old, 21-year-old fight it is, bruv.
You got to get it.
You've got to have it. Do you know what I mean? If I get rucking in the road rage with a 25-year-old, it's what it is, bruv.
Yeah,
You ain't fighting some old man, 52-year-old in my head. No, I'm going to knock you out. If I can, you're knocking me out, right?
Yeah, you started, I'm finishing it.
Yeah, well, love and peace always works, Jack.
Yeah.
Just pull over the lay-by, mate, we'll have a cuddle.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Let us know what you think.
Let us know in the comments your prediction of the fight. Make sure you're watching it on Netflix, November the 15th. Don't forget, people.
That's it, and in the meantime, boom!